Technically, you're still going to be drop shipping, but you're going to be looking at things from a whole different perspective. Let me explain. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Zach, and if you're new to the channel, learn all the secrets of the e-commerce world simply by subscribing to my channel and hitting that little bell icon so you don't miss anything. And today I'm covering the topic of why you need to stop drop shipping. So this was 50% clickbait, maybe a lot more than that depending on how you want to look at it, because technically what we're doing here is still the same. I'm going to put this out in the open. I'm going to give a bit of a disclaimer here, okay? You're still going to be drop shipping with what I'm describing. However, what we're going to be doing is looking at things from a different perspective entirely and structuring the entirety of our business to really build into something that can last and make us a lot of money over a long period of time instead of just being a quick flash in the pan like a lot of people happen to see drop shipping as. And the reason why I'm still promoting the business model of drop shipping is because drop shipping is something that can still make you a lot of money. Technically, all of the big companies out there do some form of drop shipping. Right now, a lot of them self-fulfill, but there's a lot of retail websites out there that just connect with manufacturers and actually market the items to consumers and have the item shipped from there to the consumer, right? It's just drop shipping on a massive scale. And really the drop shipping that you know is a lot smaller. It's like the individual person contacting Chinese suppliers and just shipping them some crap products, right? This is what we want to move away from. And like I said, when we do move away from it, there's so much potential to make a ton of money and actually build a business that is going to last a long time. So what's the problem with drop shipping? Well, if you're on my channel, that means that you're at least a little bit knowledgeable about what drop shipping is, right? And I'm sure you're aware of the fact that there are a bunch of newbies that get into it and view it as more of a get rich quick scheme and think that they can put minimal effort into it and make a lot of money. I mean, you can't really blame them. There's a ton of gurus on YouTube that are like, oh my God, I made $80,000 with drop shipping in a month. Get in on this. It's super, super easy. Everybody gets in on it. Everybody does the same thing because they watch all their basic tutorials and they just learn the same very, very basic information. So they build these very short-term businesses that end up not making any money and actually make it a lot worse for any of the internet marketers like me or possibly you, I hope like you, that actually has a good successful dropshipping business running, but I mean, you're getting hurt by them. So what exactly does this mean? What does it mean when all of the newbies come and swarm dropshipping? And I'm saying dropshipping because this is the term, the general blanket term that's used to describe everything, like the process of drop shipping, drop shippers themselves, right? It's this term has a lot of negative stigma around it. Well, first of all, suppliers don't really want to work with you. And when you are drop shipping from AliExpress, they don't really care, right? They just want the money. So it doesn't matter that you're a newbie. They're like, oh great, they're buying our products. Now, if you do want to be a more legitimate business, there's going to be a few different things that you can do. And if you describe yourself as a drop shipper, and if you see yourself as a drop shipper personally, you're either one, not going to take the initiative to actually do this stuff, and two, the people that you're contacting aren't going to want to work with you because they've seen what drop shippers are. They've seen what they do and they're not happy with it. So basically, the really good thing that you can do as far as suppliers go is either one, contact suppliers in China directly and work with them. Maybe private label your items, work so they can quality control, do something other than just a one-click purchase through AliExpress to get your products to the customer. You want a really, really good experience. You want the product to be in pristine condition. You never want it to arrive broken, and you want to just make sure that you're advertising like a good product, right? You don't want to be selling crap. And you're not going to get this all the time when you're just going through AliExpress. So you need to think like, I want to be more of a retailer. I want to work with some good products. I want to actually get some good brands in here and contact either suppliers on Alibaba and work with them directly, or go domestic and work with suppliers within your country. So I'm in the US, so I would look for US suppliers of some products, right? Now this takes a lot more work, but it can be wildly successful. And I'm saying it takes a lot more work because when people are like, oh, I'm a drop shipper, immediately what you think there is that it's minimal work, right? Everyone sells drop shipping dropshipping is, oh, I just make $300 a day passive, I don't have to do anything. And when you do set things up and automate it immensely, yeah, it can get to that passive level, but it's not there immediately. No, it takes months or maybe even years to get your business to that point. And you're not going to get there if you don't put in the work to get these good suppliers and good products, because I mean your whole business is based around the products, right? So if you don't have a good source of the products and you don't have good products themselves, you're not going to succeed. And just number two, payment processors and credit card companies are not your friend. They are well aware of what dropshipping is. Within the past couple years, so many people have gotten into dropshipping and just e-commerce in general, but mostly dropshipping is what I'm talking about here. And with these inexperienced newbies comes a ton of unhappy customers, right? And this kind of ties back to my previous point with working with just AliExpress suppliers, getting crap products, crap quality, all this stuff. What happens then is a bunch of unhappy customers go and they do chargebacks. And this makes PayPal, credit card companies, any payment processors like Shopify Payments very, very angry. And they do not like this. So if you classify yourself as a dropshipper and you set up your business like a standard dropshipping business, you are going to face the wrath of these payment processors. When I just started dropshipping, Shopify, if they notice you are dropshipping and the shipping times take a long time, they're going to withhold a portion of your money for I think for me it was like 60 days, which was ridiculous because they pretty much withheld all of my profits. So I made no money for like 2 months because of the fact that I was drop shipping. But if you can move more away from this model and away from just the standard drop shipping business in general, but just do it better, but you're still drop shipping. God, I'm confusing myself. You're just going to have a lot better of a time working with credit card companies, payment processors, all this, because they just do not like that. That is like the absolute worst. It's pretty much like scamming in their books when customers don't get products, and they do not like that. And number three, real quick, with all of these newbies coming in, and if you structure your business similar to them, you're not actually going to see your business as a business, right? You're going to see it as a way to just very quickly make a lot of money. And of course, that's not going to happen if you view things like that, but that's the problem. People do view it like this. So when you think of dropshipper, you think, oh, I just get some cheap Chinese crap and send it over. No, that's absolutely terrible. And if you want a long-term legitimate business, that's not what you need to be doing at all. Well, Zach, what do I do instead? And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. First of all, watch my videos on my channel. I believe I make a very good case for how to drop ship effectively. Do it in a way that allows you to build a legitimate business with little to no kickback from payment suppliers, from angry customers, none of that. Teaches you how to do it good. So go back, watch my videos. This is definitely something that I'm very passionate about. So first of all, you want to move away from the term drop shipping in general. So basically what drop shipping is you're the middleman. And as I said previously, the middlemen are all over the world. There's like the retailers like Target, Best Buy, Walmart, right? These are basically middlemen where they have suppliers and they sell the suppliers goods, right? Now, drop shipping, of course, is you sell the goods, but you don't actually have the good. You ship it from the supplier, right? So it's pretty much the same thing, but you just don't have the products, which I think is better, but it's also worse in some aspects because I actually really like having the products with me, but I digress. But basically, once you view yourself as a middleman and not a drop shipper, you're going to view your business as a lot more legitimate and actually put the work and passion into it that it really needs to succeed. So when you view yourself as a middleman, what you're going to be seeing is your website more as a retail space for selling other suppliers products. And this works really, really well when you're working with high quality suppliers like based domestically. And I got to make a video on how to find domestic suppliers because they're fantastic. Once you have these on your website, you're going to be like, oh wow, so I'm selling high quality products. That means I need to have a high quality website to match. And it's going to keep building on itself. And once you actually have a really, really nicely set up website and business behind everything, you're going to get even better products. And you might actually start working up to name brand. And this is where you really, really start to make a legitimate business. But yeah, like I said, you need to work with suppliers, and this is a huge point. You don't just want to buy from them. You don't just want to go to AliExpress and purchase directly from the suppliers. No, what you want to do is you want to work with them. Either go to Alibaba and be like, hey, I want to work with you. I want to get so many of these products. customize them a little bit, whatever, but I want this, give me a deal, we're gonna work this out, right? There's a bunch of different ways you can go about it depending on what products you're selling, how you want to sell them, but it's all generally the same. You just have more of a relationship with the supplier. I have a few suppliers that I have a relationship with, but multiple orders with them. They give me discounts on things, they're willing to make custom orders for me, and this is what really sets them apart from all of the suppliers on AliExpress, that it's extremely impersonal. And now additionally, what you can do is something called private labeling, and this is great. I do this sometimes with my Alibaba suppliers that I have a relationship with. I contact and I'm like, hey, put my logo on the packaging, and it's ridiculously cheap for them to do. Some company or some suppliers don't do this, but a lot of them do. It's just like, hey, put my logo on the packaging, and that's it, right? And boom, you're automatically, that's pretty much private labeling 101. You just say it is your brand, and they're like, okay, I don't care, because they're in China, they're just trying to sell the products, right? They don't want an actual brand behind it, and that's where you come in. That's where you brand the products and you send it out, and this immediately sets you apart, because people may be like, oh, I've seen this product around before, but this one's actually like from the company, it's branded by them. Wow, this must be like higher quality, they must be doing it right. Maybe it's the original of the product, I'm gonna buy from them. And this is what really sets you apart, and this is what has set me apart ridiculously in my very, very saturated niche that I'm in. And all of this just comes together to form a very, very solid brand. And this is where you're going to get a business that lasts for years. When you have a solid brand, people are going to recognize you, they're going to trust you more, and you're going to put in a lot more work to make it succeed when you don't just view it as a website that you can put an hour a day into and hope that it works selling some generic crap products. And the cat over there is freaking out, and I think that means it's time for me to wrap up the video. But guys, if you're just throwing up products onto your store and hoping that you succeed, the chances of you succeeding are ridiculously small. You need to put in the work to actually start a business. Don't just be a drop shipper, be a business owner. Be a legitimate internet retailer, internet marketer, all that stuff. Do not just be a drop shipper, because drop shippers are crap and you are so much better than that. So if you want to learn how to make a legitimate Shopify business, I have a link to my course down in the description below. I also have a link to a free 14-day Shopify trial down there. Hit that subscribe button below me if you like what I said and how I said it. Check out those videos to my side if you want more ideas for what to watch, and I will see you guys in my next video. See ya.